Hello and welcome to all you Aquarians. This is your monthly horoscope for Aquarius of 2022 November. Now, what's going on? There is some shifts that are happening. The biggest one, of course, is the eclipses and also Venus entering its shadow. Now, let's get started with the eclipses because they are very significant for the fixed signs. Now, we had the eclipses many months in a row into the sign of going into the sign of Gemini and Sagittarius. This is going to shift now because the eclipse on the 19th of November is going to happen at 27 degrees of Taurus. So we're going to see a sneak preview. I say sneak preview because next month in December, there's still an eclipse in Sagittarius. I know it's complicated, but bear with me. So it's a wrapping up, by the way. So now you are seeing already the beginning of a new cycle with that North Node in Taurus, which is going to be your, key areas of your life. And for you, it will be home life versus your work life. It's like the work-life balance, so to speak, even when you're not working. I'll explain in a minute. But these shifts are going to be highlighted in November and going to be re-highlighted, you could say, the rest of 2022. Because then really the nodes are going to shift into Taurus and you could say the North Node then. And from January up until the rest of the year. So what is this sneak preview all about? Well, first of all, on the 19th of November, that eclipse is belonging to the Saros cycle 5 South, and that's a very positive one. So for a change, this is a very enjoyable, light-hearted, positive, vibrational eclipse. So that's already a good thing. It makes it easier, of course. These are general horoscope, but it makes it easier. And it's at 27 degrees of Taurus, the lowest point of your horoscope in your 4th house. Now, when the North Node, which means your destiny, your growth, where you are able to grow the fastest, when that's together with the moon is emotional attachments. So there is new emotional attachments that it's going to be already seen around that time. Actually, the whole November, even already when you're watching this now in October, you could be feeling it already because these eclipses are felt quite a lot of weeks before that. So for you, for all the Aquarians, there is this like new home energy. Literally a new home, or it could mean literally also more a focus on family. Of course, still there's your work, but more a focus on family. And for others, this could also mean more a focus on your emotional nurturing. So, and you, not someone else that you are dependent on, but you nurturing you being your own mom, basically, or dad. You parenting you and you coming home basically is keyword for these eclipses, and you're seeing the sneak previews already in November. And so that is what is happening for you on a bigger level, so to speak, and that is not only for November time. Mars is though in the opposite sign of Scorpio now with the South Node, trying to cut out things that are no longer suiting you. So the 10th house is work, but if you don't work, it can mean a connection with a parent, and it can also mean how you want to be seen by the world. So you're cutting out things there, or people, because the South Node is about what we need to let go, and Mars is a very cutting energy, and in Scorpio, it's really about definitive. You could say. It's no going back. And so for those of you who are definitely saying, look, this job that I'm having, I can't deal with it anymore. It could be happening something, or because of your own actions, basically, with Mars in the 10th house, or because you have a very bossy boss. And it's happening a lot of Uranus stuff as well around the midst of the month. So you could be freeing up yourself, basically, and saying enough is enough. You can expect some firework there, and maybe some sneakiness from, a boss or a person there, because it's in Scorpio after all. But anyway, whatever it is time here. Say thank you to the sneakiness, because you're no longer put up with this, you know. And Aquarians, this is something that people don't know that well of Aquarians. They are a fixed sign. So they can deal a bit too long with situations that are no good for them. So in a good way, use this Mars energy in your 10th house to cut out what needs to be cut out. Or you could be cut out, you know, that your boss is saying, hey, you're too lazy here. You need to go. Well, embrace it, because it means that something new will pop up and there's something better for you, basically, because it's the South Node. It's the ending of a cycle. So it's meant to be. And quite some active energy there. So definitely, if you want to take the lead and if you want to shift your environment when it comes to your work, there's a lot of energy there. With Mars there in your 10th house, there's a lot of energy. Also wanting to change that area and how you do work and what you see as work. There's a lot of changes going on. And this is just the beginning, because you're going to continue that. Not, you know, Mars is just for the month of or mostly the month of November, you will feel that, but then it eases off a little bit, and then it's going into your 11th house, which is for next month. Now, another last but not least thing that is significant is Venus. Venus is going to enter its shadow on the 18th of the month, and it's in Capricorn. And that's just a sign before you. That is in the 12th house. And it's going to be retrograding there. The upcoming months, I'm going to talk about it way more in detail. But what it already shows is that Venus is entering that 12th house of yours. Now, for some things, this is a good thing, because I know that classical in the books, Venus in the 12th house, secret relationships and all of that. Yeah, but that's only, in my experience, that's mostly, you know, you have to see a lot happening in that chart besides that leads to that. But so yes, secrecy could be a thing with, and Venus is love after all. So you could be hiding something, your love, but it can be very much like unrequited love, so that you have feelings for someone, but it is not, there's something taboo about it, because Venus is gonna hit Pluto 3 times. So it could mean that it's not, you're not supposed to feel that. But anyway, you can deal with it with yourself. So it's a bit your shadow side, but when you put light on your own shadow, you kind of accept it. It's there, and it's what you do with it, right? So whether you do things behind the scenes or not, that's up to you. But there's definitely, there could be longings behind the scenes. There could be connections behind the scenes, but a lot of transformation there. It's gonna shift you. It's gonna transform you because of this Pluto. Now, not for all of you, it's gonna be these secrets, relationships and all of that. No, for a lot of you, it will mean, especially in combination with those eclipses, I think it will have to do, for most of you, it will have to do with finding more me time. Venus in the 12th house is often seen when people kind of get into hermit mode, and they kind of enjoy themselves with doing things that they specifically love by doing that themselves, no matter what it is that you're doing. If it's watching Netflix, going for long walks with your dog, but alone, it's alone time. You will please yourself with doing things by yourself. That's also Venus in the 12th. So it's not all sneaky peeky. Or it's by you being creative, you know, you tapping into the unconscious by making, I don't know, some piece of art, by doing something. But that is quite real, because it's in Capricorn after all. So you could literally maybe making something with your hands. And that is a very practical way of how you exude this energy. Whatever it is also possible that you are going to do something for others, and that transforms a lot, not only other people, but also how you relate towards love. And yes, doing or doing some charity work, or doing long travels as well. Venus in the 12th house. Long distance travels, or yeah, you know, you could be going off with your spouse, for instance, and just going all by yourself, leaving the whole world behind, so to speak, and reloading your batteries. That's also a very good sign. Whatever it is, I would say enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.